It's been said, there's nothing new under the sun, but there certainly have been improvements made on many products that have been made to make a job easier. And not since the inception of hot melt carpet seaming, about 25 years ago, have there been improvements made like the ones I'm going to show you, made by Taylor Tools, serving the carpet installation industry for more than 30 years. Introducing Taylor Tools' new TrueTrack Seam Welder and TrueTrack Seam Welding Tape. This revolutionary new carpet seaming system actually welds and seals the seam and will make your installation job easier, faster, and more efficient. But let's begin by looking at the advanced features that put the TrueTrack Seam Welder on a pedestal by itself, because no other carpet seaming system measures up to this one. That's why you'll want to get your hands on this new red streamlined handled iron with its swept back design for carpet seaming in hard to reach areas and under toe kicks. The easy grip handle remains cool to the touch after hours of seaming. Built into the handle is a convenient up-front temperature control knob for easy viewing. And there's another important innovation here that you won't find in any other seaming iron: red and green light indicators. The red light appears when the seam welding iron is turned on and remains on as long as it is plugged in. The green light is turned on when the iron achieves the proper operating temperature. That way there is no guesswork when you're ready to start seaming the carpet. This Teflon carpet guard acts as a cool top shield which protects the carpet backing from overheating. In fact, this is the only built-in shield which allows for cooling airspace as an insulation, because most carpets have action backing, which is heat sensitive. And this is a very important feature. But the one thing that makes this the most revolutionary seaming system in the carpet installation industry is the way the TrueTrack Seam Welder and Seam Welding Tape join together on an interlocking track to make carpet seaming an easy, straightforward process. Here's how it works. On the bottom of the TrueTrack Seam Welding iron, you'll find an iron base plate with contoured grooves, which are designed to perfectly fit the tracks on the TrueTrack tape. Now that you know the principle, let's see it in practice. The first thing you want to do is place the TrueTrack CL2000S or N-Series seam welding tape under the carpet seam. Then you put the TrueTrack seam welding iron on the tape.
Tuck the seam edges under the metal guide at the rear of the iron. This guide will center the iron and align the seam edges in the proper position for welding. Now you're ready to move forward. As the welding iron advances, it automatically centers the tape. Keep the iron moving at a steady rate of speed, stopping only long enough to work the carpet into the adhesive at the rear of the iron. Do not use the start-stop method of moving one iron length at a time. That technique can cause an adhesive puddle to form behind the iron when it comes to a rest.
Now, to better understand how the system works, let's look at this computerized 3D animation of what actually takes place when the TrueTrack Seam Welder and Seam Welding Tape come together. In this one-step operation, you'll now see how the hot melt thermoplastic adhesive is pumped up from the TrueTrack tape through the iron and out the twin extrusion ports at the rear of the iron. This special TrueTrack welding head is a precision metering device that applies a precise amount of the hot melt adhesive to the carpet seam edges, which locks in the face yarns and permanently welds the seam together. The unique edge guide separates the nap of the carpet to allow you to see hot melt adhesive butter the edge of the carpet for optimum seam sealing. As we watch the installers seam the carpet while at the same time sealing the seam, We must keep in mind that all major carpet manufacturers recommend that the seam be sealed prior to seaming the carpet to prevent the secondary back from delaminating and also to prevent the face yarns from pulling out. But in the real world, too many installers choose not to seal the seam because they don't want to take the time and trouble of manually applying the messy liquid sealer, then having to wait for it to dry before seaming. The Taylor Tools TrueTrack system now makes carpet seaming and seam sealing an easy, faster, and more efficient one-step operation. And in the process, the carpet has a stronger, more permanent seam that resists yarn raveling. And it will last the life of the carpet. In fact, let's examine a section of the seamed carpet. As we bend the carpet back to expose the seam, you can see the seam will not open. In fact, it becomes the strongest part of the carpet. That's the ultimate of performance, the real test of a welded seam. For more information on Taylor Tools TrueTrack Seam Welder and seam welding tape, see your carpet supply distributor. Incidentally, the TrueTrack Seam Welder carries a 2-year warranty, the best in the industry. The TrueTrack carpet seaming system has made it possible to put together the perfect seam.